Raise your hand if you can hear me. And by that I mean type. Yes, I can hear you. Well, I sounded muffled because I was very busy shoving more salad in my mouth. But yeah. The most people I've ever seen in chat was 66. I want to say 66. I know we used to get more in the old days, but... Hello, everybody. Welcome to Steward's Cup Year 50. It's Thursday, depending on where you are in the world, and thus that means it is the Stars of Tomorrow program, which I would like to point out they have adopted in real life. First, we ran a filly and mare turf before they did. Then we ran juvenile turf races before they did. Now they've moved all their 2-year-old races to the Friday and the big races to Saturday. Oh, hold on, I'm choking. That's what happens when you shove salad in your mouth. I'm okay now. Only one eye's watering. And now they've stolen our Stars of Tomorrow idea. So basically, Breeders' Cup can just back up off the sim. I'm just saying. Whew. Okay. So we have 12 races tonight, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, 12. I can count, everybody. We have 12 races tonight. And then tomorrow we're going to have 14. And I just have to say I'm very excited for the races tonight. I think they're awesome. Like, I think you guys will agree. There's some great racing tonight. The races are great. The card is stacked. Lots of big time names. It's just overall very good. And I hope that you'll join me tomorrow, because at the start of the broadcast, before the races begin, so we're going to be starting about an hour and a half earlier tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a little segment called 50 Years of the Sim, where you can hear me wax poetic about the sim and how it's changed and the great moments and all these things. I'm very excited about that, just because our 50th year is almost over. Wah, wah. And it started with that awesome party at Santa Anita, and now it's going to end with a chat room party, because that's how we roll. And there's literally a cat playing with my ponytail right now. Cats are the worst, but not as bad as the dog. Guys, I've never had a puppy, but it turns out it's kind of a pain. Okay, so the first race tonight is the Philly Turf Dash. And why do I have that open? Go away. The Philly Turf Dash drew a field of 8. And it's funny because I was looking at the Turf Dash, which is the next race on the card, and there's a horse in there named Red Balloon, who I remember breeding. And I said to myself, how did this horse get beat? Because I saw that he randomly lost in the middle of this year. And he was beat by the horse that is on the rail here, and that is Dancin' Nancy. And she is owned by Lee Cara and was bred by Art Cage. This filly won her first 4 races in a row. And then she's been beat by Red Balloon the next 2. But she did beat him once, and those 2 threw it down last out in a Silver Slipper. That was week 14. They finished 6 1/4 lengths ahead of the next horse. And it is hard to go from week 14, day 5 in Australia, ship all the way across the world to California, and come back. It's not even been 2 full weeks. So there's some horses that do it, some horses that aren't able to. Good luck to Lee Cara's Dancin' Nancy. Number 2 is Pearl Jams for Gigi Go Faster, bred by J.R. Lewis. I love the amount of horses we have today that are not homebreds or steward breds. It's kind of nice. This is a daughter of Gentle Touch. 2 for 6 lifetime, is coming off of a 5th place finish in the Bullet Bus Stakes. Next up is Remember the Puppet. Joe Shaw owns this one. Nikki Everdeen bred, a daughter of Puppeteer, out of a Get Going Then mare. This filly broke her main first out, then was 3rd in an allowance-ish race. Hard to tell. and then was fourth in a stake and sixth in a grade 3 against boys. And that was going long. So she's a 1 for 4 lifetime, and her highest speed figure is a 77. Number 4 is Words Flying By for Glenn Larson. This is a 2-year-old roan daughter of Arrow Velocity out of a work shoes mare. This filly beat the boys in the favorite trick stakes last out, and that's the first leg of the 2-year-old Turf Triple Crown. She is 3 for 7 lifetime, but has never been worse than third. She was second first out, then third in a stake, then broke her maiden, and then was third in a stake, then won a stake, and then was second in a grade 3, and then beat the boys in a grade 1. So this filly is all over the map. She's either going to win for fun today and take advantage of a tired Dancing Nancy, or she's going to apparently be like third, because that's just kind of how she rolls. So, yeah. Number 5 is Speak Carefully. The Turf Sprint LLC owns this one. She is a Steward bred that costs $4.5 million. She is by See You Monday. And it's funny because I noticed that See You Monday was booked full as per usual. And I just was like, oh, well, I guess I'm not getting to See You Monday this year. And I did get a message from Ronnie D, and he's like, well, I saved spots and I expect you to breed to him. I'm like, oh, well, I'd love to breed to him. So we made that happen. So there are Steward bred See You Monday foals on the ground. This filly is 6 for 6 lifetime, and she's coming off of a win in the grade 1 Apache Cat. There's nothing to knock about this filly. She's done everything that's been asked. She's been doing it by open lengths. Her highest speed figure is an 87. Next up is this Sick Beat for Sten Reno Hawkinson. This horse was undefeated until she missed a Speak Carefully last out. This is a daughter of Time Lord, and she is a multiple grade 2 winner. Number 7, Remember Serenity, another Joe Shaw owned horse. This is a daughter of Pepper Carroll. Pepper Carroll bred this one, a daughter of her horse Koi Pond. This filly broke her maiden first out for a $10,000 tag, so if she wins this, she will be the first former claimer to win a Steward Cup race in quite a while, although it has been done. Daisy Domergue. Domergue? How am I supposed to be saying that? Someone tell me. Is rounding out the field. Art Cage Homebred on the outside. See You Monday daughter, who is coming off of a win in the Bullet Bus Stakes. She's actually won 3 stakes out of her last 4 races and is 4 for 6 lifetime. No worse than second. So that's your field for the Stewards Cup Filly Turf Dash. Betting pool's currently at $20,000, and it's $1 million on the line. Post time in 2 minutes. Now, once again, I do have 4-year-olds in the other room. They are watching a movie right now, and the movie's going to run out, but we already have our next movie picked out. So when the post times start getting a little bit longer later on, I will have to go MIA and give them popcorn and a new movie. But guys, it's going to be totally worth it, because then they'll be, not yelling into the microphone or anything. And that's the goal anyway. And then tomorrow night, they're not even going to be here. Yeah, I worked that one out. So, it's post time for the Filly Turf Dash. The first race of the day. Aww. Do I have to close the pick 6, people? You guys don't know. We're going to close it anyway. It is post time. Field of 8 set to go 5.5 furlongs on the grass. The betting pool closes at $21,500. They're off in the Stewards Cup Philly Turf Dash. Dancin' Nancy broke slowly on the rail, and Speak Carefully stumbled badly at the start. A very bad start for those two, as did Remember Serenity, who was a step slow. This sick beat goes out to the lead. Words flying by. Now Dancin' Nancy has rushed up. Daisy Domerhue, Remember Serenity, Speak Carefully, Pearl Jams, and Remember the Puppet is the early trailer as they go sweeping around the far turn, and it is Dancin' Nancy. She's up on the lead, and this sick beat is chasing her. Words flying by, and Daisy Domerhue, Remember Serenity, then Speak Carefully needs to get going. They're already coming to the top of the lane, and it's Dancin' Nancy. She shakes clear by a length. This sick beat's the one who's trying to get to her. Words flying by. Daisy Domerhue and Speak Carefully needs to get going, but it's all Dancin' Nancy out here, and she's running this field off their feet. Dancin' Nancy, what an impressive filly. She never looked back. Dancin' Nancy, she's going to win by almost 2. This sick beat second. Words flying by third, then Speak Carefully and Daisy Domerhue. The official winner is Dancin' Nancy. She's a 2-year-old chestnut filly by See You Monday out of Is Like a Sponge by Reach for the Moon. She was bred by Art Cage and is owned by Lee Cara. This is her 5th win in 7 starts, and she has a companion goat named Fred Says Hello, which is probably my new favorite thing. Wow, Lee paid $6.5 million for this animal. She used to be named Fickle Sister, so I'm a little bit glad that she's not named that anymore. Because that's definitely would have been fun for me to yell. Next up is the Turf Dash. And this is only a field of 5. And I can kind of see why. Because if Dancin' Nancy was able to do that ship and run as well as she just did, I would be very scared of Red Balloon. On the rail, we have Chase Away Demons. This is a 2-year-old son of Black Moon Omen. This is a Steward bred that costs $2.8 million. Rafa Usaz owns and trains. This guy is 5 for 6 lifetime with a 2nd place finish, and the horse that beat him that day is not in this race, although I'd love to know where that horse is. Coming off of a win in the Grade 3 Champagne Charlie Stakes, and before that had won the Eiffel Tower Stakes. Has never run in anything less than a stakes race, and definitely appears to be a threat here today. Number 2 is Red Balloon, a $3.5 million purchase by Aero Velocity out of a Lord Kanaloa mare. Glenn Larson owns this one. This guy ran a 100 speed figure in his 3rd lifetime start when he won the Spirited Stakes by 8 lengths, and that was in Canada. Then he went to Australia and he ran a 100 right back when he lost to Dancin' Nancy. Since then, he's won 2 Grade 1s in a row in the White Diamond and the Silver Slipper. Obviously, he's going to be Australia's champion 2-year-old boy. Let's see what he can do here today. Number 3 is Movie Magic. This is another $3.5 million purchase that Keith Maidlow owns. 4 for 7 lifetime with 3 second-place finishes, is coming off of a 2nd in the Sanjaya Stakes, which is traditionally a very good prep for this race. Before that, he won the Concannon Stakes and the Right Hand Man Stakes, and both of those horses were Stewards Cup winning turf sprinters, so yeah, could be. This is another horse that never even ran in a maiden race. He's just been stake, and he is very good. Number 4 is Proudest Monkey, and if you believe in weird daily doubles, Dancin' Nancy and Proudest Monkey are both Dave Matthews Band songs, so could be. I was supposed to go to a Dave Matthews Band concert next week, but I had to sell my tickets to pay for vet bills for a dog that's not even mine, but I digress. John Exet Homebred. This guy is coming off of a weird 5th place finish in an allowance, and I say weird because he won his first 2 races very impressively, so what the heck. But that race was on a yielding surface. He prefers it firm, and today that is what it is. So I expect him to do a lot better. Well, he has to because there's only 5 horses in this field, but you know what I mean. So 2 for 4 lifetime, and his highest speed figure is an 81. Rounding out the field is number 5, Condor's Flight. And this guy, it's a $4.5 million Stewards Cup purchase. He has another one by Aero Velocity, and he's out of Little Lost Girl, which makes him a sibling to Found Myself, who is nearing $1 million for Carl Smythe. Pete Vela owns this one, and The only loss came to Movie Magic, who is in this race, and then he beat that horse before that. So those two are rivals. And coming off of a win in the Grade 3 Stratocaster. So that's the field for the Stewards Cup Turf Dash. 4 minutes to post. Bet on it. Who do you like? Okay, it's funny that you say that, Fanta. So Fanta just said red balloon makes me think of It. And I can't show you guys, but I'm currently reading it, and it is sitting on my bedside table. And I think it's really good. I've never read Stephen King before, and I'm like totally enamored. I think it's just awesome writing, and I'm super into it. But Red Balloon is actually named after a child's toy shop that is on Cape Cod, where my grandmother used to take us every year. And then last year, she took the whole big group of grandkids and got them all, or great grandkids, I guess, we're the grandkids. So great grandkids, and got them all a present. And it's called the Red Balloon. Look it up. It's pretty awesome. And they're like legit toys, you know, like wooden ones, real ones. Yeah. So anyway, that's what he's named after. He's not named after It, but I am reading It. Don't tell me what happens. And I'm frustrated because this thing's 1,200 pages. Like, it's unbelievably long. And honestly, books don't need to be that long. That's just over the top. And I know as I'm reading it, I'm like, I could watch a movie and be done in 2 hours. I'm just saying. But I forge on and continue to read. I'm a little bit scared to watch the movie because it's a scary movie or whatever. But two of my favorite movies growing up were The Ring and The Sixth Sense, so I'm hoping it's like The Ring level scary and not like way worse than that. You guys can spoil me on that if it's like way worse than that, because that was pretty scary. One minute to post for the Turf Dash. Excellent betting pools today, guys. You are not in trouble tonight. All right, it is post time. 5 colts going 5.5 furlongs in the $1 million Stewards Cup Turf Dash. Really surprised there aren't more horses in here, but like usually these two races have full oversubscribed fields and they're huge pains to get through. I don't think this has ever had a field this small. They're off in the Turf Dash. Proudest Monkey broke a step slow. Movie Magic right to the front, and Condor's Flight is gun 2. Those two kick clear. Then comes Proudest Monkey. Chase Away Demons was taken back, and Red Balloon is the early trailer in a field of 5 as they go racing down the backstretch towards the far turn. It is Movie Magic. He leads by half length over Condor's Flight. 2 lengths back to Proudest Monkey, then another length to Chase Away Demons, and Red Balloon has 5 to make up. They're ripping around the far turn now with Movie Magic leading by a length, and the pace is fast. Condor's Flight is second. Here comes Red Balloon now. He puts away Chase Away Demons, and Proudest Monkey has dropped back last. They're at the top of the stretch, and Movie Magic, he can do no more, though, because here is Red Balloon, and he has swallowed him up. Red Balloon, just like that, he's 4 lengths in front. Wow! Condor's Flight third, Chase Away Demons fourth, then Proudest Monkey, but Red Balloon in a procession. He leads by 5, now 6 under the wire. Red Balloon, your winner. Movie Magic was second, then Condor's Flight third. The official winner is Red Balloon. He's a 2-year-old chestnut colt by Arrow Velocity out of Music of the Heart by Lord Kanaloa. He is owned by Glenn Larson and was bred by the Steward. He has a companion cat named Hindenburg, and he is now 6 for 7 lifetime. Random PSA or whatever to breed to Arrow Velocity. Oh, he's booked full. Want, want. But I was just going to throw it out there that he's quite good as a stallion. So you should breed to him except for the booked full part. But besides that, you should totally breed to him. Next up, we have the Juvenile Filly Sprint, and this is a field of 9. This is the girls on the dirt going 5.5. And let's get right to it. Number 1 is Star Slam. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm probably going to say it like that the whole way. For Danny Derby. Laura Ferguson bred this one, so I'm thinking that this is a lease program horse. This is a daughter of Walk-Off Grand Slam, 3 for 5 lifetime, and ran a 91 3 races back when she won the Grade 2 Puerto Rico Sprint. Why are they yelling? Seriously, why? Over the boys. Number 2 is Landed Jupiter for Gigi Go Faster. Another one. This one was bred by Tangent. Look at all these non-homebreds. I love it! Okay, wait. I just got a text message from Pete Vella, who says that horse that we were just talking about, Arrow Velocity, will be available during breeding week for some spots. So Brian, who wanted to send cat named Boots there, which I'm saying out loud, repeating so that Pete can hear it, because I'm sure Pete's listening, you're in luck. Okay? Okay. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Let me know which horse I was on. Terribly sorry. They ran out of pizza. It was dramatic. Okay, so Landed Jupiter is a daughter of Jupiter Gold out of a safety mare. And 3 for 6 lifetime, never been worse than third, coming off of a third place finish in a sponsored stake at Gigi's own track. Number 3 is Storm Swept for Jennifer Klepsch. Sorry, Jennifer. I don't know how to say her name. This is a daughter of Perspectives and the awesome mare Snow Swept, who earned a whole bunch of money and is the dam of $1.9 million Gold Swept. So this filly is coming off of a second place finish, but that was in the Grade 1 Oceanside debutante, and the horse that beat her that day, Make Hearts Race, I do believe is in here. 4 for 5 lifetime. Highest speed figure is an 89. Number 4 is Jetting for Mike Bryant. 4 for 6 lifetime. This is a daughter of Walk-Off Grand Slam, coming off of a win in the Grade 3 Sabre Stakes. Another one that never ran in a maiden race, straight in the stakes company, and has been there ever since. Number 5 is Cries on the Wind. Gigi Go Faster owns this one. I do believe bought this one from Billy Anderson. This is a daughter of Benefit out of a Black Hennessy mare, and Jack Meyer bred her. So this horse has been all over the place. And she's actually coming out of a win in that crazy race that we run every year, and they used to run it in real life, called the Rocket Can Stakes. And this is 2 furlongs, week 13. She broke slowly, and she still managed to win. This filly is 7 for 7 lifetime. Number 6 is Tender Loving Me. For Xander's Own, Garylyn Farms bred this one. This is a daughter of Walk-Off Grand Slam out of a Black Hennessy mare. I seem to think that there's something going on here. This is the horse that actually won the Capel.com Fillies Stakes. 6 for 6 lifetime, has won 2 Grade 2s. They're both in New Jersey actually, at, what do we call Monmouth Park? I totally don't remember. Garden State Parkway? Yeah, nothing but stakes wins for this one. Highest lifetime speed figure was a 90. Number 7 is Graceful for Laura Ferguson. This is a homebred daughter of So It Appears out of a Look Jet mare, coming off of a win in the beautiful Swan Stakes. Earlier this year, she won the Grade 2 Twin Spires. Number 8 is She's So Savage, and I'm pretty sure I bought this horse. 6 for 6 lifetime for Garylyn Farms, coming off of what I assume is a sponsored race called the SC Prep. She won that by 2.5. She has won all of her races by open lengths, and she's a little bit awesome, if I can say so, because I bought her. Number 9, rounding out the field, is Make Hearts Race for Darcy McBride. This is a daughter of If Looks Could and the awesome Supermare Sweet Sensation. 4 for 5 lifetime. That one loss that was a weird race, that loss that she had. She broke slowly, she was rushed up, and then she just kind of faded. She's way better than that. That was behind Graceful, who is in this race, but she's better horse than that. She has not run since week 12. That was a win in the Oceanside debutante. We're now 1 minute away from post time. Get your bets in. All right, it is post time for the Juvenile Filly Sprint. A field of 9 set to go 5.5 on the dirt for $1 million, and the betting pool is going to close at $34,200. They're off in the Juvenile Fillies Sprint, and Graceful was one step slow, but she wants the lead, and she is hustled hard. Jetting goes after that one, then Storm Swept, Cries on the Wind, and Landed Jupiter, then Make Hearts Race, She's So Savage, Tender Loving Me, and Star Slam is the early trailer. So it is Graceful. She leads by about a length with Jetting chasing her second. Then comes Storm Swept alongside, Make Hearts Race, and Cries on the Win. The next set goes Landed Jupiter, She's So Savage. Then we drop back to Tender Loving Me, and Star Slam is about 8 lengths out of it. Rounding the turn with 3 furlongs left to go, and it is Jetting now. Jetting takes over the lead as Graceful tires, Storm Swept up into second, and Make Hearts Race. Then comes She's So Savage and Tender Loving Me. Cries on the Wind not doing enough. Here comes Star Slam, and they're coming down the stretch. It is Jetting, Storm Swept trying to get her, Make Hearts Race, and She's So Savage. Graceful not today. Tender Loving Me couldn't do enough, and it is still Jetting. She leads by almost 2. Storm Swept can't get her, and Make Hearts Race. The winner is going to be Jetting in an upset. Jetting by a length and a half, then comes Storm Swept, Make Hearts Race third, and She's So Savage fourth. The official winner is Jetting. She's a 2-year-old gray filly by walk-off Grand Slam out of Darling by Look Jet. She is a homebred for Mike Bryant, and she has a companion cat named Meg. She is now 5 for 7 lifetime, and clearly richer than she was a minute ago. Next up is the Juvenile Sprint, and this is a field of 10. Biggest field we've had all day. And I'm trying to look at the PPs, but you can't do that if you open the wrong thing. On the rail, we have Just Happy to Be Here, which is one of my favorite names of the night for Abe Froman. This is a homebred, son of Happy Times Ahead, who is 4 for 5 lifetime, and is coming off of a victory in the Icy Wind Stakes. Number 2 is Greedy Soul. Laura Ferguson bred this one. Gigi Go Faster is the owner. This is a son of Benefit out of a Look I Am Scary mare, 4 for 6 lifetime, coming off of a win in the Florida Juvenile, and he did win the first 3 starts of his career in a row. Number 3 is Right Every Day. This is a cleverly named horse, which I think I named it because this horse is bred by me, by Know in an Instant out of Letter from Home. Pete Vela owns this one, a $4.9 million purchase, 5 for 6 lifetime with a 3rd place finish. That loss was in this horse's debut. I can't imagine spending $4.9 million on a horse and the horse can't even break its maiden week 1. Like, I would cry. Just kidding, I wouldn't care. I don't play the sim. Since then, the horse has been unbeatable, coming off of a win in the Road to Glory Stakes. Number 4 is Timmy's Truck. This is like the best name ever. Timmy's Truck is a maiden for Joe Shaw. He's a creative horse. He probably doesn't belong here, but his name is Timmy's Truck. Next up is number 5, Dee's Fruity. And Dee's Fruity is a J.R. Lewis bred that Joe Shaw now owns. A gelded son of St. Longinus, and this is another maiden. Number 6 is Be a Villain for Mike Bryant, a homebred, and can Mike Bryant sweep the juvenile sprinty upset double? I made that name up. This is a son of Shark Be Quick. And Shark Be Quick is a stallion I don't know a lot about. Let's go look. Oh, look at that. He has a headshot and everything. And 7 winners. Wow. Look at this horse, Shark Be Quick. 7 winners from 8 runners and 25% stakes winners. Someone should breed to him. Not me, I ran out of mares, but someone else should. This horse is coming off a 2nd place finish in the Puerto Rico Futurity, and before that had won 3 races in a row. Number 7 is Cantaloupe. Paul Heinrich homebred by Slight Change of Plan out of a Run Happy mare. This is a chestnut colt who is coming off of a 3rd place finish in the Fleet Feet Stakes, but before that he did win the Grade 2 Renfer. He is 4 for 6 lifetime and has never been worse than 3rd. You can tell when Pete Vela is texting me because all of a sudden I just stop talking. It's because I'm reading what people are saying as they listen in other means. Not everyone can be in the chat room. Number 8 is Instant Karma, which is what we wish on so many people. Gigi Go Faster owns this one. Chris Barber is the breeder. This is a son of Tornado out of a walk-off Grand Slam mare. This horse did run well enough in the 2-year-old sprint eliminations to make it into the sprint championships, which is tomorrow, but he is not there. He is here. His last win was the Midnight Confession Stakes, week 10, and he is 3 for 7 lifetime. Been worse than third, only once, and that was a 4th place finish, 2 back. Number 9 is More Than a Sip. Joe Shaw owns this one. Brianna McKenzie bred this one. Where is Brianna McKenzie? How is she not here? Where are her 2-year-olds? Someone explain this to me. This is a gelded son of Bourbon who is 2 for 4 lifetime. This is probably the best horse that Joe Shaw has brought to the Stewards Cup this week. This guy is broke his maiden for an $8,000 tag. Then won a non-horse of 2 lifetime for a $1,000 tag and is coming off of a 2nd place finish in a grade 3. And rounding out the field, number 10 is We Three Kings, which is putting me in a Christmas mood. I'm just going to skip right over the whole Halloween and the one after that, Thanksgiving thing, and Breeders' Cup, and my kids' birthdays. All those fall things, I'm skipping it with We Three Kings. Sherry Crow owns this one. This was a $2.7 million purchase. He's by Exile of Kings out of an If Looks Could mare, bred by me, 5 for 7 lifetime with 2 second-place finishes. He was 2nd in the Oceanside Futurity and 2nd in the Surf Cat Stakes, but the horse that won the Oceanside, Dark Prophecy, is probably the favorite for tomorrow's Sprint Championships, and the horse that beat him, the horse he should worry about, is Right Every Day, who won the Surf Cat and is in this race. And that is your field for the Juvenile Sprint. Lots of very evenly matched horses in here. So you're going to have some future major stakes winners who don't hit the board. 3 minutes to post. Get your bets in. Making sure everyone can still hear me, because I'm totally that person that was just trying to bend over the edge of the bed to reach my charger and unplug my headset. Yep, that's me. I'm special. Okay, just checking. I sound good, right? Like, I mean, I sound like my nose is running, but I mean, I sound normal. Yes, okay. One minute to post, and then I'm gonna have to plug this computer in, because it's getting pretty like it has no battery. Field of 10. Set to go 5.5 furlongs. Betting pool is going to close at $21,000. $21,700. My mistake. They're off in the juvenile sprint, and Cantaloupe stumbled at the start. Just Happy to Be Here goes out to the lead from the rail. Then comes We Three Kings from the outside. Cantaloupe now set along. Greedy Soul, then Timmy's Truck. Be a Villain, More Than a Sip. Instant Karma, Right Every Day. And D's Fruity is the early trailer as they go speeding around that far turn, and it's Just Happy to Be Here. He leads by 2. Then comes We Three Kings. Cantaloupe right there, still alongside. Then 2 back to Greedy Soul. Timmy's Truck, Be a Villain, and More Than a Sip. Then Right Every Day, Instant Karma, and D's Fruity as they're coming to the top of the lane. And we have a new leader. It's We Three Kings. He takes over from Just Happy to Be Here. Cantaloupe still dueling in between them. Greedy Soul and Right Every Day, then Be a Villain and Instant Karma. There's only 1/8 of a mile left to go, and We Three Kings is opening up now. We Three Kings, he's got a length on him. Cantaloupe is second. Just Happy to Be Here couldn't go on, and it's We Three Kings to win the juvenile sprint for Sherry Crow. Cantaloupe second. Just Happy to Be Here third. Then Greedy Soul and Right Every Day. We Three Kings of juvenile sprints, winning for Sherry Crow. You guys are going to have that stuck on your head all night. We Three Kings is a 2-year-old chestnut colt by Exile of Kings out of Carols in October. Oh, it should have named it Carols in August. By If Looks Good. He is owned by Sherry Crow and is now 6 for 8 lifetime. His companion goat is named Julio. And he doesn't have a headshot. Sherry? Come on now. This is her first ever Stewards Cup win. Yay, Sherry! Good job! And next up is the Juvenile Fillies Turf. And this is a race with only 4 horses in it. So I'm going to get up and walk around. Plug in my computer, go eat some pizza. I'll be back though. Don't miss me too much. I'm back. That was actually exceptional timing because I was able to change the movie for the kids. No, the movie does not go all the way to the end of the broadcast, so that's a problem. Okay, next up is the Juvenile Fillies Turf, and as you guys are pointing out, this only has 4 horses in it, and none of them are Steward breds. What is this madness? I don't like it. Number 1 is Silver and Steel. Tamara Estes owns and bred this one. This horse broke her maiden in an allowance over a horse named Velvet Soft. And it's interesting that she beat Velvet Soft because, to me, Velvet Soft was like the horse that was definitely going to win this race. And then Xander Zone broke her. Whoops. He admits that he broke her. This filly came back to lose behind Pepper Jack Boudin, who's in the next race. And then she won the Grade 3 Test My Heart. 2 for 3 lifetime for this Daughter of Steel Slayer. Number 2 is Left Unsaid, which I really thought I bred this horse, but I didn't. Ashley Gibson did, and she also owns. This filly is coming off of 2 Grade 1 wins in a row, so this is your favorite here today. Both of those races she won by 3 lengths. She didn't run that fast in those 2 races, an 83 and an 84, but before that she ran an 87 when winning the Prix Fleur de Lis. This is a Daughter of Silent Spoken Word out of a held high mare. Next up, Art Cage Homebred by See You Monday. What? Why is this horse in here? Just to get the money, maybe? That hurt my head. Schnitz and Giggles. Schnitz and Giggles is a sprinter who's coming off of 2 second-place finishes in a row. Only been off the board once. Number 4 is Dreams Girl. Anku Khan owns this one and bred her, a Daughter of Distant Dream out of a held high mare. 3 for 4 lifetime. This horse has won all 3 of her races in a row. She actually lost her maiden first out and then won 2 Grade 2s back to back. That's actually really hard to do, so kudos to you, Dreams Girl. And what a weird race. Oh yeah, it's a weird race. So basically, it's a battle between Left Unsaid, Dreams Girl, and Silver and Steel. Silver and Steel drew the rail. I'm totally boggled by Schnitz and Giggles being in here. It's like hurting my brain. Okay, I'm fine. We're fine. It's post time. Betting pool for the Juvenile Fillies Turf doesn't exist because there's only 4 runners. I'll just show myself back out to the pizza. They're off in the Juvenile Fillies Turf. Silver and Steel was 1 step slow from the rail, but Left Unsaid broke beautifully, and she goes right out to the front end, Left Unsaid by a length. Dreams Girl's going to chase her from the outside, then Silver and Steel, and Schnitz and Giggles is the early trailer, and she drops out well behind them early. So it is Left Unsaid who is cruising around on cruise control early, going around that clubhouse turn down the backside. Dreams Girl is second, 3 lengths back to Silver and Steel third, and then another 12 lengths to Schnitz and Giggles. No change in order. It is Left Unsaid for Ashley Gibson, then comes Dreams Girl. Silver and Steel is third, and those 3 are 4 lengths apart with Schnitz and Giggles, ding it, another dozen lengths behind. Rounding that far turn, and it is Left Unsaid, but here's Dreams Girl closing the gap. Dreams Girl puts her head alongside, and she's only a neck behind. Here comes Silver and Steel. She's only a length back now, and those 3 get quite close with the trailer 13 lengths off them. They're coming to the top of the lane, and it's going to be a slugfest. It is Dreams Girl and Left Unsaid. Silver and Steel in between them. Silver and Steel shifting out. Dreams Girl can't do enough. Left Unsaid has more. It's Left Unsaid, but Silver and Steel's alongside. Left Unsaid and Silver and Steel, they're nose and nose. They're driving to the wire. Dreams Girl third, and it's going to be a photo in the Juvenile Fillies Turf. Could have gone either way, a nose bob, either direction. 2 lengths back to Dreams Girl, and then Schnitz and Giggles was another 13 off him. The results of the photo are in. Silver and Steel by a nose. No excuses for left unsaid. She had a perfect trip, and she just couldn't hold her off. Dreams Girl was third. The official winner is Silver and Steel. She's a 2-year-old Dark Bay filly by Steel Slayer out of Aches by Silver Screen Star. She's a homebred for Tamara Estes, and her companion cat is named Spice. She is now 3 for 4 lifetime. I have a feeling that Left Unsaid will be seeking revenge. Like stat. Next up is the Juvenile Turf, and we have a field of 5, and this is one of the best fields of the day. I love it. It's a good field. So let's talk about it. Hey, pro tip. Don't try and drink a bottle of sparkling water while you're doing this. I have to mute the mic like every 3 seconds. I'm just saying. Number 1 on the rail is Song of Vara. Yeah. For Glenn Larson. This is a homebred son of Distant Dream out of a Duramente mare. I love that. This guy has been second 3 times in a row, which is really annoying. Before that, he broke his maiden with an 88. The horses he lost to are both in this race, but he is fast. This is a fast horse. Next up is Innovation. I love that name. Hey, I bred this horse. Glenn Escobar owns this one. $2.5 million purchase by Invocation out of a Duramente mare. Okay, apparently those are a dime a dozen. Who knew? Coming off of a win in the Sword Bearer Stakes over Song of Vara. But before that, this guy lost 2 horses. One of them's Pepperjack Boudin, who's in this race, and the other one's Silver and Steel. Imagine that. I did not know that until this moment. Number 3 is Pepperjack Boudin. And this horse was originally named Paddlefish until Louise Bayou bought him for $2.6 million and changed his name. He is a son of Maurice. I'm having problems already, guys. Out of Secret Smooches, who is the dam of $2.6 million Shattering Hearts, $1 million earner. And this guy retired. Why on earth did this guy retire? Oh, because he ran real bad last out. I thought he was going to be in the race tomorrow, but he retired. Interesting. Okay, so Pepperjack Boudin breaks his maiden with a 99. Then he comes back and wins with an 89. And then he throws it down with superpowers, and they finish noses apart, 9 lengths in front of the next horse, but he lost. But he had a bad break. So is that what made the difference? Then on 4th and 5th spots, we have 2 Stenreno Hackinson horses in a row. Sorry, I'm reading what you guys are saying about that call. I thought I was going to get through it, but I didn't. For Goodness Sake is number 4. This is a son of Hartnell out of an Alexander mare. $3.2 million purchase coming off of a victory in the St. George and the Dragon Stakes. Before that, he won the Making It Big Stakes and did break his maiden with an 83. The horse on the outside of him is that horse Superpowers, and this is the only unbeaten horse in the race. 4 for 4. Coming off of that epic win against Pepperjack Boudin. The thing that's good for both of these horses that I'd be a little more worried about is that they ran that 98 week 13. You gotta love running a 98 week 13 rather than week 14. You do that week 14 and you cry. This guy also won the Stewards Cup Turf Trial, and he is a son of Steel Slayer, who is the sire of the horse that won the last race. And that is your field for the Juvenile Turf. I did not have any horses in the last race, but 4 for 5 as the breeder in this race. He had the wrong equipment with a 98. Wow. Okay, first of all, who's training this animal? Sten. Second of all, that makes things a little bit nerve-wracking for the rest of the field. Okay, now I'm looking at him to see if he has the right equipment, because it's fascinating. Maybe we should have an equipment check contest for Sten right now. Boring. He has the right equipment. "2 minutes post. Make sure you get your bets in. You guys had a race off. Will it be one of the two big guns? Will it be the excellently named Innovation? Will it be a Glen Exacta? An Escobar Larson Exacta. Those are my favorite kind of exactas." I'm going to stop talking now. So I've got this like mattress topper on my bed, which is in theory awesome, but it falls off the bed on a regular basis. Like, this is a queen size bed. How does the mattress topper just leave the bed? I don't understand it. So I use that double-sided tape that you use for carpets, and I put it on there, and it still leaves the bed. And so I keep wiggling because I'm literally going to fall off calling a race. And you guys will laugh a lot. You think the last race was funny? That's just exactly what you need. And here comes, wow! 1 minute to post for the juvenile turf. We're rocking our way through the card. Rocking our way through Steward's Cup card. It's a happy holiday. It's We Three Kings' fault, guys. Pete, this is legit through the cover. Like, this is the most useless mattress topper in the history of the world. And I don't even love it. So I want to take it off and see if I sleep the same without it. But I don't know where I'm going to stash a queen-sized mattress cover in this tiny apartment filled with animals and children. Alright, it's post time. That's enough stalling. I almost just closed betting for the wrong race. That'd be bad. Betting pool closes at $27,600. A field of 5 set to go a mile on the turf. They're off. And it was a good break for all but Superpowers. He was one step slow, and Pepper Jack Boudin wastes no time. He goes right to the lead. Now Superpowers is sent off after him, and those two immediately kick clear of For Goodness Sake. Then comes Song of Vara, and Innovation is the early trailer. The pace is fast, and Superpowers now puts his head in front. Pepper Jack Boudin right alongside, and these two are ding-donging early with 3 lengths back to For Goodness Sake. They're spreading out with Song of Vara 5 lengths behind that, and then comes Innovation. No change in order yet as they roll down the backside with Superpowers and Pepper Jack Boudin necks apart. 3 lengths to For Goodness Sake and a good 8 lengths to Song of Vara, and then comes Innovation, who'd have to make up about 12. Pepper Jack Boudin now, and he retakes the lead. He puts away Superpowers, and all of a sudden, Pepper Jack Boudin's opening up around the turn. Pepper Jack Boudin, suddenly he leads by 3, now 4 lengths around the turn. Superpowers trying to go after him, then comes For Goodness Sake and Song of Vara. They're into the stretch, and Pepper Jack Boudin, he's leading by 5. Superpowers chasing him. Song of Vara is third, but Pepper Jack Boudin, he's in a procession, and he leads by 6. It's a parade today for Pepper Jack Boudin. He's gonna win easily. Superpowers has to settle for second today. Then comes Song of Vara, and Innovation was 4th. The official winner is Pepper Jack Boudin. He is a 2-year-old bay colt by Maurice out of Secret Smooches by Rillian. He was bred by the Steward and is owned by Louise Bayou, who won a Turf Mile Grade 1 in the sim. What? I can just imagine that race unfolding in real life and everyone being like, "Oh, they're setting the stage for a, awesome battle." And then Pepper Jack Bedan being like, "Nope, see ya." He is now 3 for 4 lifetime. And he is speedy. And I'm sure that he is set for a rematch with superpowers very soon. My child just walked in here wanting milk. And I thought he was like hardcore bleeding out his nose, but it's pizza sauce, so don't worry, we're good. Next up is the debutante, and this is a field of 7, going a mile on the dirt. Sorry, I'm trying to find where the PPs are. I'm having issues with that. Number 1 is Chrome White Sox. This is a Xander Zone-owned Steward bred who cost $2.8 million as a yearling. A daughter of California Chrome out of Sings Me to Sleep. This is an unbeaten 4 for 4 filly. But it's hard to tell how good she is because she's won 2 of those game point sired stakes. And those races, like, I don't remember what division it was, but Regina Moore wins them with, like, lowly, bad, not even claimers all the time. So it's hard to know how good those were. She ran fast. She ran 84s both times. And she did break her main with an 86. Number 2 is Loving Wings. This is a daughter of Red out of the Lucky Coins mare, Callie. John Exet homebred. 2 for 3 lifetime. Didn't break her main until her second start, and that was by 3 lengths, and then she won an allowance. Number 3 is You Make Me Feel. Apparently I named this horse. Xander Zone owns this one. It was a $2 million purchase by Because I'm Happy. Okay, guys, it's just way too much singing. This horse broke her maiden and then won the exogenous stakes. She's 2 for 4 lifetime with a 4th place finish and a 2nd place finish. She's coming off that 4th place in the Kentucky Crown Juvenile Fillies. Number 4 is the horse who beat her that day, and that is All Good. This is a Chris Bobby homebred by Alon C. out of Goodwill. And you may remember Goodwill because she is the dam of, a $2 million earner named Fargo and a $700,000 earner named Westwood. Oh, and a horse named I'll Let You Know. So this is I'll Let You Know's little sister. They should all be really scared. Just like, literally, All Good can walk on the racetrack and be like, I'll Let You Know's my sister. And all the other horses would be like, nope. I'm so funny. This filly is 3 for 3, unbeaten, broke her main by 4, won a stake by 3.5, and then won the Kentucky Crown Juvenile Fillies by a length. Number 5 is Little Moonlight, a daughter of Light and the Moon out of Little Gold Dust. I really reached for that name, didn't I? Erica Olsen owns this one. She is coming off of a win in the Grade 1 Golden Leaf Stakes, and before that won the Grade 2 Chicago Lassie. 3 for 4 lifetime, and I would love to see Erica Olsen get her first Thoroughbred Stewards Cup win here with Little Moonlight. Number 6 is Umbra Snow. Danny Derby owns this one. She is named after his cat. And this horse was originally named something totally sappy and disgusting. Count the Ways, as in Count the Ways I Love You, which is no longer a fact. This is a daughter of All of Time out of the You Are I Am mare You Are Special, who is related to Skyfall in a way that I no longer remember. She was a $6 million purchase, and she broke her maiden first out going a route of ground. Then she won the Whitney Stakes going a route of ground. Danny looked at the juvenile fillies and said, that looks gross because it was filled with scary freaks. And this is a freak too, but maybe she's not a scary freak. I don't know why. I guess because she's by All of Time, who could route or mile, and so he put her here for funsies to see if that was a thing. I'm just looking. She did have 2 4 furlong works and 45 and 2. I don't know if that's good. That's why she's here and why she's not in the other race. Number 7, and rounding out the field, is Carl Smythe's homebred Best of the Best. And Best of the Best is by D.I. Hardy, who was another horse that we were just talking about, a miler/router. Was a cool horse. This filly was 2nd in the Kentucky Crown Juvenile Fillies. She did break her maiden with an 84. And she's been 2nd in 2 straight stakes. And that is your field for the Stewards Cup debutante. Get your bets in. And I will go get milk for the poor sad child with no milk and blood/pizza sauce on his face. Hey, I'm back, and it's post time! Garrett, your milk's on the counter. Come on, focus. Betting pool for the debutante is going to close at $15,800. This is a nice little race. I like it. No, go get your own milk. You're also funny, but also annoying, because that's my life. They're off in the debutante, and it was a good start for all 7 horses. Umbra Snow goes right to the lead, and no one else wants it, so Umbra Snow quickly opening up. Best of the Best, then Chrome White Socks, Loving Wings, All Good, You Make Me Feel, and Little Moonlight is the early trailer. So it is Umbra Snow, and she leads by 3 lengths, rounding that clubhouse turn. Best of the Best and Chrome White Socks right together, second and third. Then comes Loving Wings fourth. Another neck back to All Good, You Make Me Feel on the outside, and Little Moonlight is still the trailer. Umbra Snow, and she's absolutely cruising out here. No one wanted to go with her. She's ahead by 6. Chrome White Socks is second, then comes Best of the Best. Those 2 trading spots, 3 lengths back to Loving Wings. All Good, You Make Me Feel, and Little Moonlight. They're rounding the turn, and Umbra Snow, she still leads, but her lead's down to 5. Now 4 lengths as Chrome White Socks is coming at her. Best of the Best. All Good is making a move, and You Make Me Feel. Loving Wings has dropped out. So it is Umbra Snow down the stretch. She leads by 3. Chrome White Socks trying to get her. All Good third, now up in the second, and Best of the Best. They're trying to get her, but Umbra Snow has more in the tank, and Umbra Snow kicking away again. All Good and Chrome White Socks, but your winner of the debutante is going to be Umbra Snow by 2 lengths. All Good second, Chrome White Socks third, then Best of the Best, and You Make Me Feel. The official winner is Umbra Snow. She's a 2-year-old black filly by All of Time out of You Are Special by You Are I Am. She was bred by the Steward and is owned by Danny Derby. She's unbeaten in 3 starts. Now, take note of this, people. Yes, this is a router. She's probably never going to mile again in her life. But she had lots of speed. No one wanted to go with her. She was able to get away on a loose lead and still win. It's possible to do. Don't be afraid to try new things. I don't know why I'm singing that part. I know Danny is listening. He's packing because he's going to Saratoga tomorrow. Lucky duck. You know, that guy went on all expenses paid trip to Saratoga. I didn't win that. I had to go there and lose money. Anyway. So that was the filly Umbra Snow. And next up we have the Futurity. And Danny actually has the favorite in here too, the unbeaten Colby. But we're not quite to that horse yet. Whoa, what are you doing? That was the dog slamming into the sliding door. Number 1 is Viking Map. And I don't know why I said it like that. Viking Map is the very cleverly named Kenneth Prater homebred by Liam's Map out of Viking Blade by Viking. 3 for 4 lifetime, coming off of a win in one of those Game Point sired stakes. Before that, he'd won an allowance and a maiden. His lone loss was a second place effort to a horse not in this race. Number 2. Oh, how did I think I was going to say this? Majingling? Majingling? Is that what it is? Does anyone know what a majingling is? Okay, well, Steph Lonro owns and bred this horse by her horse Celatai out of her mare Ottawa, and that mare is a $1.1 million earner who has been like kind of a bummer as a broodmare, but she was a really, really good racehorse, and she was second in the Stewards Cup and 4th in the Stewards Cup. I thought she did better than that, but Ottawa was awesome. And this is her son. And this guy is unbeaten. He's won 3 stakes in a row, including the Grade 1 Long Island Futurity. So I really love this guy. Number 3 is DMCs for Joe Shaw, another J.R. Lewis bred that Joe owns. A maiden gelded son of Justin Act out of a coursing river mare, so at least he's bred for the distance. Second in the main race, and then seventh in the Grade 1 Arcadia Futurity. Where are all the horses? Where's Spirited King? Why is Spirited King not in this race? Now I'm going on a mission, because these races shouldn't have so few horses. Spirited King just plain didn't get entered for today. How weird. For this week. Alright then. Okay, number 4 is Colby. And Colby is also by Celotai, out of Desert Secret by Together. I bred this one, a $3.5 million purchase for Danny Derby. I think I actually named this one Colby after his cat. And he didn't have to change it. Oh, no, he did. That's right, I named a horse Colby and he got really mad at me for taking the name Colby. So I named this one Desert Wanderer, and then when he bought him, he renamed him to Colby. And I was like, seriously? Why didn't you just let me do that? Thank you, Avery, for your help. So Colby's unbeaten. He broke his maiden first out with a 97. That was by 5 3/4 lengths. Since then, he ran a 90, a 90, and a 98. That 98 did come week 14, but it was week 14, day 1. And he won the North State Futurity by 6. Last but not least, we have Chart the Map. Xander Zone owns this one. A son of his stallion, I think. Well, it was his stallion, Cartographers, who won one of these races and is a nice stallion himself, and I like him and I wish he had a headshot. Chart the Map is out of Dubai Greeting, who comes from that whole Dubai everything, millionaire, raiders, good things, good family. This guy was third in the Arcadia Futurity. Before that, he did win the Grade 2 Ohio Futurity. So 2 for 4, and both of those 2 wins are stakes races. So it can go either way. If you believe in like curses, or you can only win so many races or whatever, then can Danny Derby win back-to-back races? If not, pick someone else. If he can, Colby's the clear favorite, I think. It'd be very nice to see Steph win a race with Majingalen. Y'all are so lucky I hit mute on that one. 3 minutes to post, and if you weren't here earlier, I'll say it one more time at the end of the night. Tomorrow's broadcast will start early, and it's going to include a monologue by me called 50 Years of the Sim. And it's going to be mushy. And full of happy things and sad things. And I should probably write it in advance. But I probably won't. If you're interested in joining us for the next Sim gathering, please contact me for details. That gathering will be in the Churchill Downs area around Breeders' Cup time. There should be a bunch of us there. There's going to be Simsters doing all sorts of things. Farm visits, races, workouts, dinners. So it's getting to be that time of year, so let me know if you would like to come. $23,000 in the pool. 2 minutes to post. This is a field of 5. Colts going a mile for $1 million in the futurity. Money, money, money. Money. Give me that money. Do, 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 money. I don't know where the do, do, do part came from. I am sitting under 2 different fans, so if the noise of it blowing into the mic is bad, let me know. Obviously, I can't hear myself, so. Which is good, because I'd be horrified. of all the singing. This is the last race where it's only 10 minutes in between. From here on, it becomes 15 minutes in between. Kind of wish it wasn't, but that's what I thought was a good idea when I made the schedule. And it's post time for the Futurity. Betting pool closes at $23,800. Field of 5 set to go. They're off in the Futurity. Colby had to steady. DMC's was one step slow. And it is Viking Map who goes out to the lead from the rail. Viking Map's going to show the way. Colby after the slow start, then comes Majingling. Chart the Map, and DMC's is the early trailer, but they're tightly grouped as they round that clubhouse turn. It is Viking Map. He leads by a length. Then comes Colby. Majingling with Chart the Map alongside, and DMC's has dropped out 4 lengths behind. Viking Map, and he opens up now. He gets the rein shaken at him, and he leads by 3. Then comes Colby in second, a length ahead of Majingling third. Chart the Map has 9 lengths on DMC's, and no change in order as they roll down the backside. Viking Map leading by 3. Colby is second, Majingling third, then Chart the Map, and there goes Colby. There goes Colby with an early move. He reels in Viking Map, and he puts his neck in front. Majingling is going to have to get going now because those two are getting away. Then comes Chart the Map, and DMC's is actually still involved. DMC's is only 6 lengths behind. So it is Colby leading into the stretch. Viking Map could do no more. Majingling's up in the second. Then comes Chart the Map. They're going to have to get to Colby, though, because Colby is rolling away in the lane. Colby, he's leading by 3. Majingling second. Viking Map's third. But nobody was going to get him today, and it's a double for Derby as Colby leads by 3. Colby wins the Futurity over Majingling second. Then comes Viking Map and Chart the Map. I'm laughing because the number of people in here who were like, "Good job, Danny, you slacker." The official winner is Colby. He's a 2-year-old chestnut colt named after a cat and not cheese by Celatai out of Desert Secret by Together. He was bred by the Steward and is owned by Danny Derby. His companion cat is named Special, and he is now unbeaten in 5 starts. And we now go to longer post time, so we have 13 minutes between this and the next race, which is the Bun Barrette, which is good because this is a field of 9, but it's a really, really good field. I'm going to text Danny. Danny Derby. The sim chat is congratulating you for being a slacker. I don't know if he's still listening or not. Why do I have this open? What is this for? I don't know what that's for. Make it go away. Okay. Bun Barrette. Now this is for 2-year-old girls going 1 mile and 1/8 on the grass. I love that we added these. Although they did diminish the mile races, I think these races are awesome. Number 1 on the rail is Lilibet. Carol Hansen homebred by Two Toned. This is the third foal out of Queen of Atlantis. That mare earned $3.4 million and was basically one of the best mares ever. She won the Stewards Cup Turf over boys and was generally awesome. Lilibet seems to be her best foal so far. She's unbeaten in 3 starts, including 2 Grade 3 stakes races, the latter with a 92. Number 2 is Hear My Roar. This is a Luis Polar-owned Steward bred by Muto out of Secret Gesture by Sydney. Unbeaten in 2 starts, the latter being the Grade 3 Pre-Josephine, this filly broker maiden with a 91. Number 3 is Stars in Her Eyes. This is a daughter of Halley's Comet out of Stars in Her Soul. A $1.9 million purchase for Lori Hamill. This filly is unbeaten in 3 tries, coming off of 2 straight stakes wins, including the Faith in Me Stakes. Number 4 is Forever With Me. This horse costs a few dollars, 17 million of them in fact, closer to 18 million than anything. This is a daughter of Sydney out of the mighty great bestest mare ever, Shahira. Forever With Me broke her maiden first out with an 86, and then she lost to Lilibet in the Olive Branch Stakes. Obviously, when you spend this much money on a horse, you're not expecting to earn it back on the track, but that was probably still annoying. She's probably got one of these with her name on it, because she's really good, and she's a daughter of Shahira and Sydney, and I love her. So good luck to Forever With Me. Number 5 is With Kindness, which is how we should all treat each other. With Kindness is by Coleman Hell out of the Sydney mare With Care. With Care won the Arc, yeah? Yeah. And she's a daughter of Shahira. Carl Smythe owns this one. She broke her maiden first out with an 89, and she lost to a filly named White Star in her second start, and that filly is in this race. Number 6 is Itoko 1. Glenn Larson homebred by, guess who? Itoko. Out of the one and only mare, Luck Be a Lady. This filly did not win first out. She lost to Lilibet, and then she did beat a maiden field in her second start with an 87. Her speed figures put her right here with these. Number 7 is Lily of the Valley. Tim Matthews homebred by Itoko out of his clockwork mare Allison, and Allison was a stakes winner, and she is out of Olive Branch, and Olive Branch was really, really, really good. Better than most horses ever. Lily of the Valley Lily of the Valley is unbeaten in 3 starts. Broke her maiden first out with a 92, then won the Smile of Flame Stakes and the On the Way Home Stakes. All 3 of those races were on the firm turf in Great Britain, and she has shipped here to run in California. Number 8 is Beyond Imagination. This is a homebred for Stenrino Håkansson, a daughter of Two-Toned out of a Stalingrad mare. She broke her maiden first out in one of those early Japanese stakes races that are really like maiden races because there's no winners in them, but it still counts because it's a stakes race. She did that with an 89, and then she came back 3 weeks later and ran weirdly not how you would expect in the vodka stakes. But, I don't know. Sometimes you just have to, like, draw a line in races because she's better than that race when she ran 3rd. And rounding out the field, we have White Star. Danny Derby's going to try to make it 3 in a row here with this unbeaten daughter of Itoko out of the great mare Titanic. And Titanic was the North American Horse of the Year in year 45, 12 for 15 lifetime, earned $4 million. It's been a great broodmare. So can Danny make it 3 in a row? I have to say, I don't think anyone's ever won 3 in a row in Stewart's Cup history. I could be wrong. I know people have won 2 in a row, but 3 in a row would be aggressive. If anyone had, it'd be John Exet, because John Exet. That's just how he rolls. So that's your field for the Stewart's Cup Bun Barrette. $1 million on the line, 1 mile and an eighth on the grass. Get your bets in. Tell me who. One minute to post for the Bun Barrette. This is a stellar field. looking at them, they're all going to be at least grade 2 winners. And they should all be grade 1 winners when their careers are done. Lee, don't put pressure on me. It makes me nervous. Wine, wine, wine. Look at this. How are the Steward breads? Literally drew... There's 4 Steward breads in here, and they drew 2, 3, 4, 5 in the post positions. That's crazy. It's post time! No, it's not. We still have 5 minutes. Let's just do this race anyway. Is anyone not here? What are we going to talk about for 5 minutes? Who made this schedule? I like how I just stopped talking. Alright, well, someone sent us contest money. We had 3 very nice people donate when I whined that I didn't have any contest money. So. Ooh, Laura Smith, you and I have something to talk about. It's a good thing. So let's do a contest. I'm going to type it so that no one has an advantage. Good job, Sten. You're the winner. You win game points. Good job, you. Do. Guys, I just got super tired. It's cool if we just wrap this up, right? Lee was before Sten? Sorry, Lee. Are we fighting? I'm so sorry. Sten, you're out. Lee, you're in. Don't worry, Lee. You know I wouldn't play you that way. Besides, Sten's made all this money running second today. He doesn't need 10,000 game points. It's hard when a million people start typing numbers at once. I have no idea. I closed the window. Hold on. Betting pool closed at $18,700. Really? That's all you can muster for this race? You guys, this race is amazing. I want to buy like every horse in here that I don't own. They're going 1 mile and an eighth on the grass for $1 million. 2-year-old fillies in the bun barrette. They're off. Lilibet broke well. Lily of the Valley was 1 step slow, as was White Star. It is Lilibet who goes out to the lead, and now Lily of the Valley is rushed up after her, and Lily of the Valley joins alongside. Then comes Hear My Roar. White Star and Beyond Imagination, then With Kindness, Forever With Me, Atoko won, and Stars in Her Eyes is the early trailer. So it is Lily of the Valley and Lilibet, the two Lils leading by 2 lengths. Then comes Hear My Roar, White Star, Beyond Imagination, and With Kindness. Forever With Me, Atoko won, and Stars in Her Eyes is the early trailer as they turn down the backside. And it is Lily of the Valley dueling alongside Lilibet. Those two have 4 lengths on Hear My Roar, 3 back to Beyond Imagination, and then another length to White Star. With Kindness is 6th, 3 lengths behind that one. Then Forever With Me 7th, Atoko won 8th, and Stars in Her Eyes is still the trailer. So they're coming to the half-mile pole in the Bun Barrette, and Lily of the Valley, she leads by a half. Lilibet's still right there with her, though, and they've got 5 lengths on Beyond Imagination. Then comes White Star, and With Kindness, Hear My Roar is done. Forever With Me needs to get going. Then Atoko won. They're at the top of the lane, and they've been joined at the hip this whole race. Lily of the Valley and Lilibet. They've got 6 lengths on the rest. White Star is done. Forever With Me, With Kindness, those are the ones closing. Then Beyond Imagination, it is Lily of the Valley, Lilibet, those two noses apart. With Kindness and Forever With Me, it's going to be another photo. A photo in the Bun Barrette. With Kindness was 3rd, Forever With Me 4th, then Beyond Imagination and White Star. The official winner of the Bun Barrette is Lily of the Valley by a nose. Lilibet was 2nd, a length and a half to With Kindness, and then Forever With Me. Sorry, that was mean, but you guys made it too easy by having 2 Lil horses. Lily of the Valley is a 2-year-old chestnut filly by Atoko out of Allison by Clockwork. She is a homebred for Tim Matthews. She is 4 for 4 lifetime, and her companion goat is named Katie Couric. It's funny though. Congratulations to Tim. This is his first Thoroughbred Stewards Cup win since last year, when he won the boy version of this race. Okay, I thought it was way longer than that. Whoa, and that was the brother of this horse. That's my head exploding. Whatever happened to this animal? Whoa, he's been bad this year. Let me rub that right in. He did win the Grade 1 French Derby, but he was also randomly 6th and 8th in other races. Okay, but that was the ARC, so I take back all the mean things that I said about no one is safe. Sorry, no one is safe. All right, next up is the Bunbury. We have 12 minutes to post, and this is only a field of 6, so I'm going to talk very slowly. Okay, field of 6. On the rail, we have number 1, Like Diamonds. And I think it must have been on the forum. I bred Like Diamonds, and I said that I meant to breed to Satono Moon, maybe? And I accidentally went to Satono Crown, and I said I got one of the best horses ever. This was the horse, Like Diamonds. Glenn Larson owns this one, a $1.1 million earner. He's unbeaten in 3 starts, including a dead heat with Shine Bright. Okay, guys, look. In the Time to Fly stakes, Shine Bright dead heated with Like Diamonds. Shine bright like a diamond. Okay, now I'm going to Rihanna it up in here, guys. But again, that's what you get for dead heating in that race with those horses. This guy did break his maiden with an 89, and then he did run a 90 in that dead heat. I love this horsey. Love, love, love him. Number 2 is Antares. Brian Levitt homebred. Let me just stop and interject because I just found another one that, ouch. Earlier today I decided it was a good idea to run my hand down a slab of wood. That was 20 minutes of tweezing splinters out of my hand that I'll never get back, and it really, really hurt. And so I just found another one. So, Antares broke his maiden first out in a stakes race. That was the Krasinski Stakes. He ran a 90. And then he ran against Deputy Governor in the Waterloo Stakes, and he missed by a head. Those horses really threw it down. That was week 13. He ran a 98 in that loss. This is a son of Two-Toned out of the stakes-winning mare Lonely Stars, and that mare is by Stalingrad out of Sea Skies, and Sea Skies is the dam of, wait for it, Salted Caramel, and Limitless Sky, and Second Guess, and Glass Like Waters, and basically all the stakes winners ever. So Lonely Skies, this is her first foal to race. She has a Saxon Warrior foal that I'm pretty much obsessed with and want to buy. And that is Antares for Brian Levitt. Number 3 is Peace from Fire. This is a son of Fireplace out of Peace Offering by Two-Toned, and this horse is related to Olive Branch because Peace Offering is a daughter of Olive Branch. $2.3 million purchase for Keith Maidlow. Broke his maiden second out with an 86. In his debut, this horse lost to a horse named World of Fire. I mean, ran fine that day. You don't worry about running second in those route races, so has the pedigree and did run an 86 in that first start. Number 4 is the horse that everyone's talking about, and that is Deputy Governor. Let me tell you a little bit about Deputy Governor while I've got you all and you have nowhere to go and I have 9 more minutes until post time. So Deputy Governor was bred by Vincent Barrett, and Vincent Barrett played the sim for like 9 real years, which is a long time. 8. Math is hard. It's 8 or 9. And so he finally breeds Deputy Governor, named after his favorite real-life horse, who was, I don't know, like a European horse, and then he came over and won 2 Grade 1s at Del Mar, and you would think I would know or care, but I don't. And then Vincent Barrett comes over for the year 50 party, and a few minutes later, he ends up ejected from the game forever. He is quite delightful and no longer with us. Sorry, Vincent. You had to choose. So this horse went up for sale to all of Vincent's horses went to people that he met at the year 50 party. This horse sold for like $9 million to Izzy Rafferty. 9 million or 7 million. It was a lot of the millions. 8 million. Math's hard. And all this horse has done is win 2 races in a row. He broke his maiden with a 100 by 7 lengths, and then he won that Waterloo Stakes over Antares. Son of Catassin Black. He's very good. I meant Deputy Governor, but also Catassin Black. Number 5 is Halos and Horns, which is basically how I feel most of the time. Louise Bayou owns and bred this one, a son of Two-Tone out of Toshiko by Yanto. Toshiko won almost $1 million. She won 10 of 21 races. I really liked her. I wouldn't mind having a foal from her. Louise Bayou. Get right on that. This colt broke his maiden first out with a 91. He came back to run against Phenomenal One in the Magical Trevor Stakes. Where is Phenomenal One? Why isn't that horse in one of these races? Phenomenal One is that super fancy colt that Ryan Whitehead has, sibling to all those Grade 1 winners. Oh, because that horse is running in the Magellan tomorrow. Along with Shine Bright! And we've come full circle. I forgot what I was saying. So that horse lost to Phenomenal One. He's not here today. Obviously, we're looking for horses that can take down Deputy Governor. This is one of those horses. Number 6, and rounding out the field, is Dominant Cruiser. Sten Reno Hackinson looking to make it 3 in a row, or 4 in a row if you count the chat contest, and running second. Sorry, Sten, that was mean. This guy broke his maiden first out with an 88. Then he wheeled back week 13 to run third in a Japanese stakes race. This is a son of the Thunderdome out of an abandoned ship mare. He cost $1.8 million as a yearling, and he will love the distance. So that is your field for the Stewards Cup Bunbury. Can anyone beat Deputy Governor? If he wins, will it be like the saddest sim story ever? Six minutes to post. So again, I've said it before, but I'll say it again. That tomorrow's show, I believe, starts at 4 p.m. Pacific, but it might be 4:30. And it will include an ode to the sim, 50 years of the sim by me, followed by 14 Stewards Cup races, and then it's break. And guys, you've caused enough drama in the last couple weeks, so if we could have like a drama-free break, that'd be great. Like, I'd super appreciate that. I'm actually leaving at 4 in the morning on Saturday. I'd love to make all these races earlier so that I could go to bed. That'd be awesome. Has there ever been a drama-free break? Yes. Yes, there has. It's a rarity, though. Oh my gosh, now I can hear myself. That was terrible. I personally have 100 more mares to breed, and I'm going to be on vacation, so I'm a little scared. By vacation, I mean I'm visiting family. Doesn't really count, but... Three minutes to post for the Bunbury. Field of 6. Going 1 1/8 miles on the grass. Hey Glenn, if you could get like Diamonds a headshot, that'd be awesome. We will give him a diamond on his face. We'll make him sparkle. Hold on, I'm getting a spam call in my ear. These people know it's Steward's Cup. Unacceptable. One minute to post. Get your bets in. Are they in? Glenn. Thank you. Glenn knows how to play the game. When the steward says jump, Glenn, he jumps. I'm not sure what I meant by that. It's post time for the Stewards Cup Bunbury. The betting pool is going to close at $34,000 even. Will it be the brilliance of Deputy Governor? Will it be the sparkly of Like Diamonds? Will it be Brian Levitt with Antares? Will Sten run second? Or will Louise Bayou have halos and horns? I was going to say something punny, but I couldn't come with it right at the time. They're off in the Stewards Cup Bunbury, and it was a perfect start for all 6 runners. And Terrace breaks best, and he goes right to the front, joined by Deputy Governor, and Dominant Cruiser is there too. These three kick away. Then comes Peace from Fire, Halos and Horns, and Like Diamonds is the early trailer as they go under the wire the first time with 1 mile left to go. It is Antares and Deputy Governor. Those two have a length on Dominant Cruiser, and then 2 back to Peace from Fire. Halos and Horns is 5th, and then comes Like Diamonds, but only 5 lengths front to back. So it is Deputy Governor now who has his head in front and now his neck. And Terrace right there too, though he's content to let that one go a bit. Then comes Dominant Cruiser. 5 lengths back to Halos and Horns, and then Peace from Fire, and Like Diamonds is still the trailer. No change in order as they're rolling down the backside. It is Deputy Governor happy with the lead, and Terrace is there in Dominant Cruiser, then Halos and Horns. Peace from Fire and Like Diamonds would have 10 lengths to make up as they come to the half-mile pole. Deputy Governor, but his lead is still only a half length, and Terrace is second. He's right there, 3 lengths back to Dominant Cruiser, then Peace from Fire. Halos and Horns needs to pick it up, and here comes Like Diamonds between horses. They're coming to the top of the lane now, and it is Deputy Governor, and Terry's trying to go with him, but the button is pushed on Deputy Governor, and he opens up like that. Deputy Governor, he's 3 in front, now 4, and Terry's is second, Like Diamonds is third, then Peace from Fire, but Deputy Governor was all on his own today, and he's going to win this easily. And Terry's second, Like Diamonds third, Peace from Fire, and Halos and Horns. The official winner is Deputy Governor. He's a 2-year-old black colt by Kittis and Black out of Reggie Wayne by Feet. He was bred by Vincent Barrett and is owned by Izzy Rafferty. He is now unbeaten in 3 starts, and he doesn't even have a cat or a goat. Izzy Rafferty, you're a slacker right now. Vincent Barrett, you're a slacker in the past. So now we're 13 minutes away from the juvenile fillies, and that's not even true because that race is not until 35, so that's sad. I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'll be right back. Okay, let's talk about the juvenile fillies. Post time in 19 minutes. If I ever try and do the schedule like this again, I'm fired. This is a really good field. I'm very happy with this field and the juvenile field. I just think they're great. So number 1 is Moments Pass. I bred this one. This was a $3 million purchase. Steve Levitt owns this one. This is a daughter of This Moment, who a lot of people aren't using, but I really like him. He's an older horse, but he hypos very, very well. So get to him if you haven't used him ever. This horse broke her maiden first out in the Dirt Route Ladies. And that was with an 88, and then she actually ran faster in her second start to run an 89 in the Untappable Stakes, where she lost, but only by a neck, to the filly Enough, who is here today. So that is number 1, Moments Pass on the rail. Number 2 is Hidden Oasis. Hidden Oasis, Tom Mudgett owns this one. It's a homebred. She's a daughter of You Never Know out of the Mohaymen mare Moab. And I remember, oh, maybe it's a different Mohaymen mare I was thinking of. Hold on, now I'm on a Mohaymen thing. Wow, I'm thinking of a colt. So I was thinking Mad World. Mad World was one of those horses that like miled or could mile in a 16th, mile in an 8th. So interesting to see what this filly could do at a mile. Broke her maiden first out with a 94 and then won the Okibi Senchi Stakes, which was a grade 3 with a 93. That is number 2. Number 3, Enough. John Exet homebred. This is a daughter of Happy This Way out of Lover Lay Down by Doctor. Unbeaten in 2 starts, broke her maiden with an 86 and then won the Untappable Stakes over Moments Pass. This filly's dam, Lover Lay Down, was a stakes winner, and her dam, Yellow Flame, was a stakes winner of $500,000. And she produced millionaire mare One Sweet World, who has been a really, really bad broodmare, but that is not the point. Number 4 is Clarabelle. Clarabelle might be the best bred filly in this race. She is Danny Derby's chance in here by Alonzi out of Let It Go. Let It Go is the $1.9 million earning daughter of Wish Upon a Star. Wish Upon a Star is the dam of Be Prepared, Circle of Life, Bare Necessities, Once Upon a Dream, Hellfire, Kiss the Girl, blah, 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 blah. And Let It Go has already produced Napa Rose, Jolly Holiday, and a horse you may have heard of named Blue Bayou, who has earned $7 million already and will have his final start of his career in the Classic tomorrow. Segue to talking about the Classic. Don't forget to join us tomorrow night, because the Classic is lit. That's what the kids say, right? Atlantis Pride, Blue Bayou, Follow Your Fate, Gladiator, Hold Us Together, Indiana Jones, Kingdom Come, The People's Horse, and Thunder Run. The lowest earning horse in here has earned $1.3 million. And we have a $7 million earner and a $10 million earner. We have 2 Louisville Derby winners. And yeah, this race is good. It's made out of good horses. So make sure you join us tomorrow. I'm pretty pumped about that. So Clarabelle broke her maiden first out with an 89, and then she won the Sky Flyer Stakes with a 93. Number 5 is Reader of Stars, and this is a Steward bred by Doomsday out of Stargirl. Brian Levitt owns this one. This filly actually lost her first start, but she's 2 for 2 since. Broke her maiden with a 90, and then won the Such Great Heights Stakes with an 87. I really like this horse, and with that pedigree, you know she wants to go long, long, long. Number 6 is Lane's End. Louise Bayou, I don't know how she gets them, but she names all these horses cool things, like Spendthrift and Calumet, etc., and so forth. Why don't you name horses Bolena Vista? Barton Thoroughbreds, Bay. Why don't you love California Farms? I see how it is. So this is a daughter of Triple Crown winner Dragonfly out of Adored. And Adored is the dam of Calumet, Claiborne, Gainesway, Stone Street, Lane's End, Coolmore. Ooh. Wow. So Coolmore's the yearling? She'll probably be in this race next year. She doesn't stink. This filly broke her maiden first out with a 98, and then she lost to Clarabelle next out, and Louise and Danny were fighting. Number 7 is Pink. Izzy Rafferty owns this one. This is a daughter of Alonzi out of Blame, Canada, and pretty sure Izzy Rafferty was listening to Pink when she named this horse. I'm like 90% sure. Blame Canada is the $1.8 million earning daughter of Skyfall. So she was fancy. And Allensy is Allensy. This filly is unbeaten in 2 tries, including the grade 3 spirituality stakes. Number 8 is Just Kiss Me. And Pete Vela owns this one. I'm confused. Isn't this horse coming back to me? Hold on. No, I lied. Pete Vela paid $25 million for this one. It's just not in the history. Well, that's just sad. Okay, so anyway, this is a $25 million filly by James Dean out of a War Daddy mare, who's like the best mare that I have, who I think only has one more foal in her. Or maybe she's done now. Let me check. No, she's got one more coming next year. Wah, wah, wah. And I really thought she was done. This is stressing me out now. I think I didn't plan for any more of them. But then she lived. So anyway, this filly's unbeaten in 2 starts. She's really good. She's run 90s both times. She's one of the favorites in here. And it'll be interesting to see if Pete runs her on the Derby Trail or keeps her in against girls on the Oaks Trail. Because really, she's just another expensive broodmare prospect. Number 9, and rounding out the field, is Alone in the Light for Jennifer Blake. This filly, I'll never forget, she lost to Pink first out. And she's a freak, and Pink is a freak. And Jennifer Blake was, like, really sad because she thought, like, hey, I've got a dirt route freak. This is so exciting. And then she lost to another one. And that was kind of like a bam. That's what dirt routing is like. So she actually ran her back in a stakes race, and Alone in the Light won. And then she won the Grade 1 Trap Stakes by 3/4 of a length. This is a daughter of Happy This Way out of the Keyboard Courage mare, Little Wanderer, who I loved, who made $1 million. That is your field for the Stewards Cup Juvenile Fillies. $26,000 in the betting pool, 2 minutes to post. Please get your bets in. One minute to go for post time for the Juvenile Fillies. This is a stacked field of awesome fillies. Is there another I'll let you know in the race? Probably not, because she's really special. But there are several unbeaten fillies in here. And it's post time. For the 50th Juvenile Fillies. That's long. The sim is old. $27,500 in the pool. And they are set to go. They're off in the Juvenile Fillies, and it was a perfect break for all 9 runners. Enough goes right out to the lead, and no one wants to go with her early, so it is Enough, the early leader. Hidden Oasis is there too. Then comes Pink, Lane's End, Just Kiss Me, Reader of Stars, Clarabelle, Moments Pass, and Alone in the Light is the early trailer. So they go sweeping around the clubhouse turn with Enough leading by 2. Then comes Hidden Oasis, Pink, Lane's End, Just Kiss Me, Reader of Stars, Clarabelle, Moments Pass, and Alone in the Light. No change in order yet. Enough, she leads by 4. Hidden Oasis is second, then comes Lane's End. She puts her head in front of Pink, then comes Just Kiss Me, Reader of Stars, Clarabelle, Alone in the Light, and Moments Pass is dropped out last. So it is still Enough leading them towards the half-mile pole. She's got 3 lengths on Hidden Oasis. Lane's End right there third, and Pink alongside fourth. Then Clarabelle, she's picked up 2 spots to be fifth. Just Kiss Me is sixth. Alone in the Light, Reader of Stars drops out, and then comes Moments Pass as they're rounding that turn to the top of the stretch, and Enough has led every step of the way. Hidden Oasis is still right there, though. Hidden Oasis closing on her. Lane's End, Pink, and Clarabelle has been rolling between horses, and Clarabelle is the danger. It is Enough. Hidden Oasis, Clarabelle on the outside, then Lane's End and Pink. We're down to 3, though. It is Clarabelle who takes over the lead. Hidden Oasis still right there, digging in. Enough and Lane's End, then Pink. It is Hidden Oasis now, Clarabelle, Enough, and the upset winner is Hidden Oasis in the Juvenile Fillies. Hidden Oasis by a neck. Clarabelle second, then comes Enough, Lane's End, Pink, and Alone in the Light. The official winner is Hidden Oasis. She's a 2-year-old Dark Bay filly by You Never Know out of Moab by Mohaman. She is a homebred for Tom Mudgett and is unbeaten in 3 starts. Tom, get this horse a goat. This is Tom Mudgett's first Stewards Cup win since Pyrotechnics won in year 44, which I believe was the dirt mile. Hidden Oasis. Earlier in this week when I looked at this race, Enough was winning with Clarabelle second and Hidden Oasis third. And now it's gone Hidden Oasis, Clarabelle, Enough. One more race left to go today, and that is the Juvenile. And we have a field of 11. This is the biggest field we've had all day. Of course it is, to end the card. So let's just start right off from the rail. Number 1, Strike Revenge. Todd Lucas owns and bred this one. He is a son of Super out of Surrender the Fall by East. I'm trying to look while I'm talking. Strike Revenge's original name was Short Side Roof. But then it was a freak. So he changed it to Strike Revenge. And Strike Revenge is unbeaten in 2 starts. Both of those were stakes races. He broke his maiden in the Don't Hesitate, which is a grade 3, and then he won the grade 2 Break Bills. Number 2 is Twice Upon a Time for Lisa Strummer. This is a $4.5 million steward bred by Doctor Who out of the Our Lions Real Mare Banelander. This guy, he broke his maiden first out with a 92, and then he lost by a neck to Ketchikan in the With Kind Regard Stakes, and Ketchikan is definitely here today. Number 3 is Bregman. This is a Louise Bayou homebred by After the Disco out of Promises Kept by Be Prepared. Promises Kept is the super fancy daughter of Swifty by Be Prepared. She won almost $1 million, and her daughter Hiding My Heart won the Louisville Oaks this year and is in the distaff tomorrow. Sorry about that, Louise Bayou. Watch her win tomorrow, and I look like a dummy. Okay, so this horse broke his maiden first out with a 91. Then he lost to Tame the Wild in the Buckingham Stakes, and Tame the Wild is here today. Number 4, Reva James for Ben Stover. This is a homebred by James Dean. Broke his maiden first out with an 86, and then he lost the California Chrome Stakes by a nose and a length and a half when he was third, behind Night Eyes, who is in here, and Fancy Shoes, who is not. Number 5, King's Command. This was a $2.2 million purchase, a steward bred that Phil Hoflick owns. This is a son of Excelsior out of Deep Breath, and Deep Breath won the Steward's Cup Distaff, probably. Did I make that up? I feel like I make that up every time this horse runs. Meaning any Deep Breath babies run. Yeah, she didn't win jack. But she's the dam of all sorts of things, including Baltimore Crown winner Venetian. And King's Command broke his maiden first out in one of those Japanese maiden races that is really a stakes race, and then he won the Osaka Star Stakes, so he is unbeaten in 2 tries. Number 6 is Ketchikan. Ketchikan is a gray son of After the Disco out of Napa Rose, and Napa Rose won the juvenile fillies. Man, I used to be really good at this game. Yeah, she won the juvenile fillies. Woohoo, I get one right. So Ketchikan trying to do one better, or one similar, by winning the juvenile. This guy is unbeaten, broke his maiden with a 96. He won that by 4. And then he beat Twice Upon a Time in the With Kind Regards Stakes. He has been off since week 14, day 1. Number 7 is I Know Secrets. I Know Secrets is by Hold Above out of Flower Child, and Flower Child was a $5.4 million Steward bred purchase. She ended up winning just a few dollars under $1 million, but that's still not close to $5.4 million. So this is her first foal, and he sure would make things better if he would go on to win this. She also has a yearling and has not been bred yet this year. Abe Froman owns and bred this guy. He has not yet contested a stakes race, but he broke his maiden first out and then won a non-winners of 2. Number 8 is Pope. For Xander Zone, he had that name on reserve, I do believe. This is the son of James Dean out of Claire Isabella, who was a stakes winner, who earned $370,000 and went on to produce the likes of Asleep on My Chest, All of Me and More, and Dr. Cox. So nice pedigree on this one. Pope broke his maiden first out with an 86, and that was against winners, and then he was 3rd in the Cape Stakes last out, week 13. Number 9 is Tame the Wild. Tame the Wild by James Dean out of Cherry Blossoms. Funny story about Cherry Blossoms. If you look up, Nina has a horse named Lotus Blossom who's like super royally bred. And Cherry Blossoms is well bred too. Okay, I'll give you that. Cherry Blossoms is a half-sister to... I'm kind of like going off track now, but Wander Back to Me, Bluebird Returning, Guide You Home, Wandering, like really nice horses, okay? But still not the same as Lotus Blossom. So I was bargaining with Nina to try and lease the horse, but I thought I was leasing Lotus Blossoms, not Cherry Blossoms. But it's not like I was going to be like, oh, whoops, wrong horse, give me my money back. So anyway, if this horse wins, then I'm going to look like a genius and pretend it was this horse that I wanted. This guy is 3 for 3. Coming off of a win in the Grade 3 Buckingham. He did beat Bregman that day. His highest lifetime speed figure is a 92. He's won it twice. He is unbeaten in 3 tries for Nina. Number 10 is It Gets Better. But it doesn't if Sten runs second. I'm sorry. Anyway, this horse took 3 tries to break his maiden, so I guess it did get better because he ran 3rd, 2nd, and then 1st. This is a son of Conqueror out of Promise. See, I was saying I promise it gets better. So Sten owns this guy, and this will be his first try in Stakes Company, but obviously not his last. He is bred to run in the Triple Crown races, and that is kind of the point of him. Number 11, on the far outside and rounding out the field, is Night Eyes. Night Eyes is another son of James Dean, and he is out of Bibliomania, who is out of Marilyn Million. And Bibliomania is already the dam of Captain My Captain, St. Elmo's Fire, Banelander, and she has an all-of-time foal that I really like, named Librarian, which is kind of a lame name, which I can say because Cleo's not in here. So Night Eyes broke his maiden first out with a 92, and then won the California Chrome with an 89. And that rounds out the field for the juvenile. So the only horse that I kind of wish was in here is Fancy Shoes, but he's not. I'm looking to see where he is. He runs tomorrow in the 2-year-old marathon. That's a nice race. It's got Don't You Remember and Suited to Defend, so nice race there. "10 minutes to post." We'll probably do it a couple minutes early because the kids' movie is ending. And that is just a drama that we don't want to play. Get your bets in for the juvenile. I'm not calling this race unless it gets over 50,000, so you guys might as well bet. So, I'm on Twits, and the local police scanner just posted that a dead body was found at the park by my house that I go hiking at, like, all the time. That's not freaky or anything. It's like no big deal. What? What is the world right now? So who do you guys like in here? And do you like that horse for the Derby too, or just today? Yeah. I messed up on the race call. I've done worse. I hope you're all going to be here tomorrow night. Except for Louise Bayou. She's not invited. Okay, 15 more thousand. 15 more thousand. 15,000 more needed for me to call this race. I want to be done. You guys want to be done. The biggest field of the day in the last race of the day. Aw, $50,000. Thanks, Bay. You're invited for tomorrow. It is post time for the Stewards Cup Juvenile. The last race on our Stars of Tomorrow program. Stars of Tomorrow? Yeah, that's the one. All of a sudden I'm like, are they the stars of today? But I guess they kind of are today. Oops. Okay. Field of 11 set to go. They're in the gate. And they're off in the $2 million Stewards Cup Juvenile. Night Eyes broke very badly, but the rest were away well. Right to his knees went Night Eyes, and he is well back. Catch a Can out to the lead, then comes Strike Revenge and Pope. Bregman and Twice Upon a Time. Then comes Tame the Wild, King's Command. Reva James, It Gets Better. Night Eyes after the bad break, and I Know Secrets is the early trailer. So it is Catch a Can and Strike Revenge. These two dueling early with Pope there too and Bregman. Twice Upon a Time makes it 5 across the track and 2 lengths back to the rest. Tame the Wild, King's Command, Reva James, It Gets Better, Night Eyes, and then comes I Know Secrets. Strike Revenge now takes over as they turn to the backside, and Strike Revenge has put a length on Catch a Can. Twice Upon a Time barreling his way in between horses, and then comes Pope. Bregman, King's Command, Tame the Wild, and Reva James. Then It Gets Better, Night Eyes, and I Know Secrets. So Strike Revenge, he leads by a length and a half. Twice Upon a Time and Catch a Can trading second and third. Then comes Pope. Bregman, King's Command, Tame the Wild, Reva James, It Gets Better, and Night Eyes starts to get going. Then I Know Secrets. They've got less than a half mile left to go. Strike Revenge, he leads by 2. Catch a Can's still there second. Then comes Twice Upon a Time, Pope, and Tame the Wild. Bregman, King's Command. Night Eyes is up into 7th now. Reva James and It Gets Better. They're at the top of the lane, and Strike Revenge, he's been leading for the last half mile. Catch a Can's been second. He's right there too. Twice Upon a Time trying to go on. Tame the Wild. Night Eyes is closing still. Bregman and King's Command. It's Strike Revenge and Night Eyes. Catch a Can and Twice Upon a Time. These four right together. Now we're down to 3. Strike Revenge, Catch a Can, and Night Eyes. It's going to be very close. It's going to be Strike Revenge who holds on in the Juvenile. Catch a Can second and Night Eyes third. Then Twice Upon a Time, Tame the Wild, and Bregman. The official winner is Strike Revenge. I don't know why I have to say it like that, I just do. He's a 2-year-old Dark Bay Colt by Super out of Surrender the Fall by East. He is a homebred for Todd Lucas, and his companion cat is named Mammy. He's unbeaten in 3 starts, and I'm really glad his name's not Short Side Roof. Strike Revenge now becomes your Derby favorite. Will he be able to get it done? Night Eyes was 3rd, beaten a neck and a nose or something like that. Catch a Can was 2nd. Wait, I can look. Strike Revenge head. Catch a Can nose. Night Eyes a length. Twice Upon a Time. Tame the Wild. Bregman. King's Command. They were literally from 1st to 10th 7 lengths apart. That's actually disgusting. Oh yeah, Night Eyes fell to his knees, so that doesn't even count. Uh-oh. They're here. Oh no. They're here. Okay, do you guys want to say bye to everybody?